Hello and welcome. So, I'm going to take a look at the Guardian's Quick Cryptic crossword, and this is number 43 in the series and being published on Saturday the 25th of January 2025. If you haven't seen these before, these are a series of puzzles aimed at bringing in new people. So they're only an 11 by 11 grid, and there's only 4 types of clue, which are the anagram, palindrome, which is where words are the same forwards as backwards, hidden words, and charades. So that's quite nice because anagrams and hidden words definitely give us letters. Palindromes, we can maybe use the front of some letters to put in other letters, and charades are not so nice. That's where you make up a word from some other 2 or 3 components. I think I'll put a link down in the description if you want to have a go at it yourself before you look at the video. Then do that by all means. I talk through these very slowly. I give my thoughts and impressions on the clue as I see them, just to try and help people pick them up. Try and understand what's going on, how to approach themselves. I don't think there's anything more to waffle on about. I'm going to get on and start looking at the clues. So one across, lingering, savour of treats prepared. So treats prepared, I'm thinking prepared sounds like an anagram indicator of treats with feta. Treats is 6 letters and feta is 4, so that makes me think there's an anagram there. I can see the word taste, probably isn't part of an anagram. I don't know what the other bit is. So at this point, rather than hang around on it, I just go on to the next clue, because once I've got some of these down clues coming in, it'll give me letters to place in there. Sometimes I can see them, sometimes I can't, so I move on. Composer, entertained by Clever Dick. Now, entertain makes you think. There's nothing jumping off the page about that clue to me, about what Dick might be, who a composer is. So I'm thinking entertained suddenly makes me think, this could be a hidden word. And then I'm looking in Clever Dick, and there's Verdi. So Verdi is the composer. I think I saw that in the Cryptic or the Everyman last week, actually. Excuse me. 9 across, statement of belief. So I'm thinking beliefs are tenets, which can come from left or right. And so this is one of these palindromes, and a tenet is definitely a palindrome. Tenet comes up once in a while in crosswords. You will find with crosswording, a lot of it is, well, not a lot of it, a good chunk of it is about having experience of what words come up and what words go together, and belief and tenet are kind of in my straight away. They go together. Spinning device, so I'm thinking something like a rotor. That's identical when spun around. And we've got 7 letters, so rotor isn't going to fit that, but there is a word like rotor, which I think is a rotator, which is a palindrome. I think that would be a spinning device, and that would fit the answer. And again, spinning device, rotor comes up as a palindrome kind of clue on these from time to time. Old man, so that's old man makes you think of par, with right. Right is an R, and goal on the golf course is to reach par. So there we go, par. Excuse me. Farm animal, 3-letter word. Farm animal going forwards or backwards. So we've got a palindrome. Pigs, cows, hens. Now, if I was really stuck on this one, I'd sit here and just go through the alphabet and think, well, W, W, E, E, U. There you are. Okay. Fortunately, the E was the second letter on the keyboard. The alternative would have been to wait until I got one of these 2 down clues, got the E from either of those. That would have given me the E, and it'd be easy to fill in. Okay, on to 14. A little poem. Poem makes me think of ode. A little poem on stereotypically scary creature. Gosh. Poem could be a verse. None of those is making me think of a scary creature. Stereotypically scary creature. Nothing about that clue makes me jump off the page, so I'm going to move on to the next one. 5-letter word. Gather. Good is a G. Fat-free is lean. Kind of meat. I mean, if you gather things, you glean them. Good, lean. So, yeah, I suppose. So we've got fat-free kind of meat. There's a lot of extra on there. Fat-free would have been enough for lean for me, as you saw. Kind of meat. Yeah, lean meat, I think so. Long stories, sagas, which can be read backwards. Um, Again, I think I saw out the corner of my eye that had a backwards thing there at the end, but long stories, sagas would be the first thing I think of. I mean, these palindrome sagas, Rotor and Tenet, come up from time to time, so they are worth learning and remembering. So, cook could be an anagram. Make tarts is 10 letters. We're looking for 5 and 5. Demanding overseer. Whoa, I would think that's an anagram. Make tarts. Demanding overseer. I can't think what that is. I think taker. Taskmaster, I think, actually. I can think what it is. Taskmaster. Okay. So, very good look at that. Now, at this point, I'd start doing the filling in gaps. So let's have a look at this one, which looks like it's got an overstart. 7 down. Finished with row and crew. Well, row and crew is an 8. So I can put in 8 there, because I can see that goes in there. And now I'm thinking over, this is probably overweight, isn't it? Finished is over W for wa. W is wa. W with, sorry. Yeah, so over. And now I can finish off the clue and check. That's too heavy, overweight. This Greek hero, Theseus, would be looking at those letters and knowing things. From the, T-H-E, southeast, and accompanying American. Hey, that's nice. Nice little charade there. Nice build it there charade. Now, if I hadn't got those letters in place, that clue would probably look like gobbledygook. But yeah, you can see how that fits together, and with the letters on the board it helps. So that's always my advice to people, is get letters on the board on clues you can do, and then start going back. Let's do this. This must like G, mustn't it? What wage earners? There's G in there. Pocketed, hidden word. How surprising. G. Okay, I don't want to do these 2 clues here because they haven't got starter letters. Let's go through the downs again. Female. So we're looking for a 3-letter word ending in R. Female by Mesopotamian city in Mink. Say, well, a city that comes up a lot in crosswords is the city of Ur, which no one outside of crossword land has heard of. A female is an F in this case, which gives you a fur, which is what mink is. Mink say. So say is saying this is an example. Mink is an example of this, which is fur. Biblical priest is Eli normally, and Old Testament, OT. Poet is Eliot. So Eli, OT. I had looked, as I'd come across, I'd noticed that the I and T, so that kind of helped me figure out the Old Testament part. So before I look at the clue, we've got something, TR. Teachers, sir, disapproving comment, put by conjunction. So, teachers, disapproving comment is a cross, put by conjunction. I think a conjunction is all, isn't it? In which case I'd be looking for a teacher. I can't think what that is. Okay, somewhat ridiculous. Well, somewhat is always a good hidden word indicator. So ridiculous sand pit play area. There we go. Sand. So when I see somewhat or somewhat or some, I'm always going to look for a hidden word in there, and knowing that the definition is at the end means that the hidden word needs to be in these next words. Ridiculous, and it's going to go across sand and then maybe into pitiful, which it did. I represent, that's a lot of letters. Crooked looks like a anagram indicator. Business, 10 letters. Represent is 369, 10. So yeah, it's an anagram of that for business, I guess, which would be business, enterprise. Okay. Let's have a look at what's my next down one. Note is an N, maybe, which looks the same when written up. Right, so this is a good example where I can see this is one of these palindromes. So if I just take the last letter, the fifth letter there, that has to be the same there. And then I'm just looking at the thing there, and I know that a musical note is a minim. So there we go. Little technique you can use there just to fill in on the palindromes if you can identify the clue as a palindrome. We've got something S. Features, sopranos, got a lot of S's in there. Eschewing, something in here maybe. Noses, to an extent. Yeah, noses are features. To an extent is saying there's a hidden word in sopranos, eschewing. So here I've used what I've got on the board, S's. As I'm reading the clue, I'm going, there's lots of S's coming up here. Knowing that my clue types are only limited, I went looking for a hidden word. Could have been an anagram alternatively somehow, but not so. This looks like something like monitor, doesn't it? A little poem on stereotypically scary creature. So I'm assuming that's a monitor lizard. Have I got this right? Monitor? A little poem. What's the word play? No, hidden word. Monster. Of course. Monster, yes. A little. So I got misdirected by the stereotypically there. Monster. Duh. That's okay. I mean, what I will say is that I jumped in with monitor, thinking monitor lizards, but I couldn't pass the clue, so that stopped me in my tracks and got me to look something else. And that's worth doing. If it doesn't pass, try something different. Okay, so I've still got this anagram to do up here. Lingering savour of treats prepared with feta. Aftertaste, I think that is now. Aftertaste. And then the teacher must be a tutor, which is, yep, a tut is a disapproving comment by the or. There we go. Hopefully that's all done. Let's check. Yep, all done. Okay, so good. That was a nice little puzzle from Pickering there. Couple there just really give me a couple of problems, but yeah, I think that will be those palindromes help out a bit. But as I said all the way through, really, experience of having seen answers before is a big part of crosswording. So if you're new to this, just keep plugging away. Try and remember things as you go along, because you will see them come up again from time to time. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that.